Yo, so yesterday he almost died, the geezer.
I got insanely fucking lucky. I could have hurt myself. I could have broken a bone. I could have died.
Oh shit.
I'm not doing that again. Yesterday was fucking crazy. Basically, oh god, oh jeez, oh man, we had a
What happened?
we had a pretty big day today, or yesterday, I mean, and yeah. So I had to take the day off. I woke up and I couldn't sleep. Well, it's basically like yesterday was a really good example of how you ever have one of those days where like everything just kind of the dominoes always fall in a way that is not good for you. Well, this was one of my dominoes yesterday.
God damn.
And so I had to deal with that. I thought this board was safe. This piece of wood, it wasn't.
God damn.
It was not. And so anyway,
It stepped and collapsed through.
yep, I fell right through my fucking ceiling. Obviously, I was able to catch myself and, you know, I'm fine, right? I mean, aside from like, you know, 4 or 5 other cuts all over me, other than that, I'm fine. But yeah, no, nothing broken. It's only a flesh wound. It's totally fine. I'll heal in a few days and that'll be it. And so I'm not worried about it. Good one, jackass? Yeah, I know. Well, so here's what happened, right? Is that apparently, so, okay, let me go back. All right, where do I want to start with trying to explain what happened with this, right? Did you get your wounds disinfected? I actually took a bath and I washed myself completely because there are so many cuts all over me.
He actually took a bath, guys. Oh my god.
Like there's this one,
Joking.
there's that one. I think there's one over here too. I don't know if you can really see that one very well. Where is it? There's like some like little bit, maybe a tiny little bit there. Not a whole lot. And let's see.
I wonder what noise he made when he fell. Like,
I'm trying to think. Is there any other ones?
That's what
oh
I'm
yeah,
thinking.
yeah. My leg is cut up. Let me see. Can I show you? Yep, there it is. Legs cut up as well. But the fact is, I mean,
Damaged.
that's nothing. I mean, really,
Did you laugh?
that's nothing. It's not even a big deal. And so anyway, dude, no, yeah, it's totally fine. Like, I felt like, honestly, so to me, Nan, thank you again for the 10 subs. I appreciate it. And what animal did you find? And did you clean it up?
What animal did you find?
Yeah, I did. Oh, actually, you know what? I can show you a picture. Yeah, I actually did. Please see a doctor. What, for a few cuts? For a few, like...
There's always gonna be someone like that in the chat, innit? Like make sure you're alright. Go just to get a checkup, just in case you might have broke bones that you don't know is broken. You're actually dead, but you don't know it.
A few little cuts on you? You want
Super
me to
caring.
see a doctor? Like, what the fuck? No, that's ridiculous. And no, it's tetanus. There's no tetanus. There's no metal there. What are you talking about? And so anyway, yeah, it can get infected. Anything can get infected. I've been cut so many times. It's not a big deal. Asbestos, not the cuts. So I hate to tell you guys this, but I was reading through a lot of like the comments and everything that people made on this. And I feel like such a bitch saying this, but I have given up. I have surrendered. We are actually going to get a cleaning team out. We're going to have somebody come out and look into whether it's asbestos or not.
Oh,
and
shit.
we're going to do the whole thing, right? And so I didn't want to have to do that, right? I thought I could do it myself, to be honest with you guys. I thought I could just do it all by myself. It'd be no big deal. The fact is that yesterday I got so lucky. And like I had people telling me like, oh yeah, this happened to me, you know, and like there was like one post like I woke up in a hospital, like
What
oh
the
like I
fuck?
had like
Imagine
bruised
that.
ribs, and like so all this happens, and like I was also like holding a stick, like it's one of those things that like it happens so fast that I don't
Yeah.
even know how I reacted to it. But the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
thing
yeah,
I
them
knew,
ones.
I was just holding on to the sides, and after that, like a half second later, I was back standing up on top of that, right? And so I was just like shocked, right? And I didn't even really It took me like maybe an hour to come down of the, from like that fucking, adrenaline high, right? Holding a stick. Yeah, I was trying to move because I thought, did you get the dead animal? Okay, so why was I in my attic?
Yeah,
so
that's the main question.
I woke up and I smelled a dead animal. Now, I can smell like 3 things in my life. I can smell dead rats. I can smell blood. Yes, I can smell blood. I can tell when there's blood. And I can smell the difference between a Dr. Pepper and a Coca-Cola. And I can even smell the difference between a a Coca-Cola and a Pepsi. That's true. That's actually a very good point. Yes, exactly. And that's it. And so anyway, wait, can't you smell soda? Yes, I can smell soda. But that's basically about it. And anyway, so this is kind of like what
that's all you can
happened,
smell.
is that I woke up and I was like, oh my God, there's a dead animal in the house again. Fuck. Why is this happening again? So I go into my attic and I can kind of smell it more. I have such a really bad sense of smell in general, though, that it's very hard for me to track any scent and find it. And so anyway, I was in my attic trying to find this dead animal. I never found it. And that's why, and I think the reason why is that, like, this morning I woke up, it wasn't as bad. I think what happened is that it was actually a raccoon that died underneath my deck in my backyard. Because I walked out into the backyard and like I could very, very strongly smell it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And so, yeah, that's basically what happened, right? Is that like, yeah, it was a dead fucking raccoon in my backyard. I mean, it could have been a cat or a fox, but like, I think it was a raccoon because that's usually what there is around here, right? And so you aren't supposed to walk between the beams when you're in the attic.
Crazy.
Do you see this right here? This is like, like in Dark Souls where they have like the piece of ground where there's like cracks through it. Yeah. Yeah, bro, that's about what happened. And anyway, it's rock. Yeah, and so that's what I think happened. So the funny thing is that I did all this for nothing. That's what's.
That's why he's mad at this. Is like all of this, and it was for nothing. Really, I got damaged. All that adrenaline that I could have, I got really lucky for nothing.
Really funny about it is that all of this drama, all of this bullshit, I think was all for nothing. And I'm pretty sure that the actual dead animal isn't even in the house. So, but to be fair though, so I walk out into my fucking garage and there's literally a rat sitting there. Like back in the day, they would at least have like the fucking dignity to run away. But he's lived there so long, he didn't even give a fuck about me. He's like, hey. Anyway, so yeah, where the fuck is this food? And like he didn't even think about it. He didn't even give a fuck, right? Yeah, he just owned the place.
Hilarious.
And so we got to
You're the intruder.
So basically, this is what happened, right? So I fall through the ceiling. I catch myself, as I said, by the way, also one of the reasons why I was stepping and walking in a weird way. Really fun fact. I moved my foot in a way that morning where I tore my entire toenail off one of my toes. The entire fucking thing. And I had to get a piece of a bandage to like press everything down to stop all the bleeding. So I was walking in a weird way anyway because of that happening. Ouch, it doesn't matter. It's
what a bad day. He's right, bro. Woke up and that's a bad. Tore his toenail off and fell through his fucking attic. Yeah, boy, we call that nightmare day. That's a nightmare, bro. I tore his whole fucking toenail off.
Fine. Well, who cares? And so anyway, listen. I have scars. I used to tear the skin off my back just because I like the way it feels. Like I have scars all over my back from it. If you ever see me outside, if I'm ever not wearing a shirt, you can see it. And yes. And I've scratched my arm. I've stabbed a fork in my arm. This is nothing. Okay, it's not a big deal. I've broken my own teeth out. It's not a big deal. Now I'm not an enjoyer of like any of this kind of stuff anymore.
He's a madman. He loved pain.
Younger, it was a little bit different. And so anyway, that's what happened. It's another Tuesday. Why? Well, it depends. The fork in my arm is because I missed a Spell Reflective Cyclone and Burning Crusade, which if you played the game, you'd understand. You'd understand because it's just bullshit, right?
So he stabbed himself in the arm with a fork. Serious gamer, this guy.
total bullshit. And so anyway,
that's
and
crazy.
that makes sense. Yeah, exactly. And when it rains, it pours. Yes, when it rains, it pours.
Someone literally said that to me the other day.
And so I wake up, I couldn't sleep. I slept for like maybe 3 hours. I wake up, I immediately tear my fucking toenail off. There's blood everywhere.
God.
And I actually had to put a bandage on for this one because of how bad it was. And so then I wake up and I go to the store. I'm about ready to go stream. And I get into my room like, this smells like fucking dead rats. God damn it. And so I go into my attic. I fall through the fucking ceiling in my attic. And then I'm sitting there like, this is me. I'm right here. And I'm like, son of a fucking bitch. So I get up. Immediately after this happens, I do the smartest thing possible. I literally just get up and step over the hole, and I keep doing it, right? I'm still looking. I don't even give a fuck about falling through. I'm like, okay, I'm like doing this. I'm like, okay, I can move my legs, move my arms. All right, well, nothing's broken. I'm fine. And so let's just keep going.
Funny, bro.
And anyway, I still couldn't fucking find the thing, right? That was it. Is the TV still there? Yeah, this is my ex-girlfriend's TV. She left when she moved out. You know how it is. But anyway, so yes, that's her TV. Is it? Yes, this is Pink. That's Pink Sparkle's television right there. And should have recorded this. If I could have, I would have. Okay, guys. I understand that it was really funny, and I've fallen down my stairs probably 30 times. There was one time I fell down my stairs and I was holding on like my space heater and my drink, and obviously like I threw them both up in the air, and I was just sitting there laughing after I was falling at the bottom of the stairs. I was just laughing. I was like, man, this should have been so funny if somebody could have watched it. But I've never broken a bone.
Lucky is one of them.
I've never fractured anything ever.
Yeah.
I've like ran into things. I've slammed my hand against things. I've had my foot run over by a car. You know, I'm
Jesus.
basically going to be fine, right? I mean, unless something crazy happens. So I'm not really that worried about it, but knock on wood. Hey, yeah, knock on wood. Well, actually, a really funny thing about that. How about knock on drywall? And so, yeah, this would be good content. Yeah, sure. And so you broke your crusty toenail? Not necessarily, no. It was just I tore part of it off, and there was like a little edge of it that was like, you know, pointy. And I just caught it against something, and it tore the entire fucking thing off. Right? That's what it was. And is that a support beam? No, that was a support beam. And so anyway, yeah, basically I had this happen. And by the way, I already fixed this. And so yesterday, after all this was happening, I'll go ahead and show you right here. My dad always taught me whenever I was a kid, he said that every time that something bad happens to you, turn the situation in a way to make it even better than before it happened.
Yeah.
And so I try to use that as much as I can. And so yesterday I used my vacuum cleaner. I vacuumed up the entire floor. Everything's totally fine. To be fair, I didn't vacuum this. I just fucking shook it out outside. That's why it's kind of dirty. And I did everything. It's already done. Like, it's already done. And this is after, by the way, I had to, and then I had to go to Verizon to help my dad get a new phone, right? And so I'm getting my dad a new phone at the same time. And then also, like, I'm like, okay, well, you want to try an iPad, right? Because I was going to buy him an iPad. And so then I do this, and I actually took a bath yesterday, too, because I was like, well, I was picking
First
my
time
nose.
in history.
I'm just gonna be honest, right? I was picking my nose, and all the boogers were black, and I was.
Oh, what's happening to our guy?
It's like,
What's
I think we need
happened?
to get some professionals in here. This doesn't seem very good. And so I am gonna hire some professionals and actually get the house cleaned up.
So that's why he's finally doing it. He's finally doing it. Been saying it, man. Just get 'em made. Get 'em made. That's it. It'll be sparkling, mate. Sparkling.
My goal originally, whenever I cleaned my house, this was kind of a while ago, and blood. No, I can tell the difference between blood and dirt. Trust me, it's not blood. And anyway, so that's what's going to happen. I've already begun the process. I have somebody that's working on it for me, like making it happen. It is literally happening as we speak, right? And so that's pretty much it. I'm too under leveled for this dungeon, man. I am, and I thought to myself, how insanely, like, because I can say, oh, I have.
That's very lucky, isn't it? That's what it's about to go on and say. But it really is, like, all jokes aside and all of that aside, it really is. Imagine it ended up different. Could have been, could have been worse.
Super fast reflexes, and I was able to stop myself or whatever. Yeah, maybe that's true. But I also really got lucky. I got insanely fucking lucky. I could have hurt myself. I could have broken a bone. I could have died. I'm not doing that again. Like, I'm willing to take risks, right? I'm willing to take risks. But this is a bit much, right? Were you alone? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was by myself.
Yeah, crazy.
And so, yeah, that's it. And so glad you're okay. No big boss. Well, hey, I'm the kind of guy. Okay, listen. Like, I used to
I can kind of see that it sort of shook him up, innit? Don't you I get the sense that he's a bit shook up from it, or the thought of being severely injured there and no one knowing, him alone, just there. I think that sort of shook him up, I think.
Always do things that you shouldn't do with my friends whenever we grew up. And one time we almost got in trouble with the individuals that get you in trouble, and you get in trouble a lot, right? We almost got caught. And I told myself, and I was like, I was like, okay, guys, that was it. That was the last time I'm ever going to do this again. And so they're like, oh, yeah, right. And like, I actually quit entirely. I quit. They didn't. One of them went to prison. And I never went to jail. I never got arrested. I never even got pulled over. I never got in trouble at all. So I know when to hold them. I know when to fold them. And, bro, I fucking folded yesterday. I'm going to be honest. I folded.
Yeah.
And so I figure, you know what? That's okay. And I'm going to go and get, like, basically, there's like maybe 5 or 10 different.
Should just do the whole thing. Get the whole gaff redone. Get the whole gaff refurbished proper. Even get the house checked, everything. And then cleaned, from the bottom up. Even if it has to mean, he has a 1 week off, or however long it takes them to not necessarily renovate, but make sure everything's safe, the water's running right, the structurally sound, you know what I mean? Just basic things like that. He's got the money for it, there's no doubt. And it's not about money, it's just about the safety, innit? And peace of mind. Clean environment, clean mind, clean thoughts. All of that sort of, I think it will benefit him a lot. So yeah, I think it's about time.
Things that are wrong with my house in like a big way. And somebody was talking about like asbestos and everything. I've got to text my friend because like his grandma lives up the street and like, we grew up together. I've got to ask him, like, do you know
if there's asbestos?
Did your grandma ever get the ceiling checked for asbestos? Because like our houses were built at the same time.
Yeah, because imagine it's asbestos. Oh my God.
Yeah, I've got to hit up Zach McElreevy and see, is your tailbone okay? Sure. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Yeah, there's no issue at all. When was your house built? I think 1975, somewhere around there, 1980. So, yeah, we're going to have it checked for asbestos. Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to have it checked. Uh-huh.
His face.
Yep, for sure. And so that happened today. It's not going to happen today. It'll take a little bit of time, but I've already got everything patched up and everything, and we're okay. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. Give me 1 second. I think I have a little bit of a cough from it. Not really. Because, like, I've been trying to, anytime I've coughed anything up, I look to see if there's any debris in it or anything. But, no, not really. I looked it up also, by the way, and this is what they said about asbestos, is that it's not, well, number one, they said asbestos is not good for you. Do not put it on pizza. Don't use it as a mixer for alcohol. And also do not inject it either. They said this is not good for you at all. And so anyway, but they said that if you have brief exposure to it, whenever you're doing home renovations, that it's almost completely non-problematic, right? And that's what they said. The issue really is that when you're in it and you're dealing with it for like a long period of time, right? Because like basically they were explaining that my uncle died of asbestos. Yes, exactly, right? Why not? Well, wrong. It's long-term exposure. And
yeah,
it's like,
that's
so
what
you
it
live
is.
in a house
I was
with
about
asbestos,
to say.
and basically,
yeah, over the years, it's over the years of constantly asbestos,
what asbestos is that it's like it's like some sort of thing, and if you have what do you call it? If you have too much of it in a certain area, or sorry, if it gets disturbed, it can be damaging, right? And so that's just a thing. Yeah, it's a fiber, I guess, right? And so basically, for me, you know, I've never had any of that happen, and also, like, by the way, I've lived in this house for 30 years already, so like, I mean, you know, if like I'm already cooked, right? Like, I mean, if this was
True.
was asbestos and I was getting asbestos poisoning,
True.
I was already fucked, right? It fucks up
Yeah.
your lungs. Yeah, exactly.
True.
And so that's really what it is. It's flame retardant. Yes, exactly. And so yeah, I've already been in the house forever, so I'm already
He's
fucked
already
if
cooked.
it is, and
If
it was
it is,
exposed.
yeah.
But
He's
basically,
right.
if you don't like fuck with it, nothing bad will really happen. But the problem is that when you do fuck with it, that's whenever it is a problem. And so, yeah, and asbestos there is undisturbed, is no problem. Yes, exactly. And so, basically what we're going to do is we are going to have the ceiling checked for asbestos. And I want to make sure it doesn't happen. And, yeah, that's what it was. Maybe insulators that got ill? Yeah, no doubt. But, yeah. Let's see here. Nothing wrong with a little bit of attic cough? Yeah, a little bit, right? And I also haven't talked a whole lot. Like yesterday, I talked to my dad a little bit. This is the first time I've really been talking to anybody in like over a day, and like now I'm talking nonstop. So I don't find this to be alarming at all. It's okay. I'm not stressed out, and I'm the kind of guy that's a bit of a hypochondriac. So I'm not worried about it too much at all. And so yeah, check the walls on the house as well. I will. I'm gonna get the whole thing checked out and done. Now there were a lot of people that were asking me, like basically like why do you live like this, etc. This is a house, like, this is my home. I grew up here. I lived here my whole life. And, like, this is...
It's the sentimental value, man.
I don't want to get rid of the house. Like, I could very easily go buy a mansion and go live somewhere else. But this is my home, and I love living here, and it makes me happy. The only reason why I would ever move away is if I was going to move in with, like, a girl and, like, maybe start, like, a family or something. Then I would move away just so I'd have more space. And, like, you know, I wouldn't want my kids to grow up in the same house that I did, right? I think that would be selfish. But like otherwise, you know, like I have no real reason to move away or do anything like that. And so anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. And so like basically my mom was like really into, like, I wouldn't really say she was a hoarder, but she was just really extremely messy, and she would just never allow me to throw anything away or get rid of anything.
One of them.
And so like but my house, like this, it might sound like weird for me to say this, but like I actually like it when I have nothing in my house, basically, or in my immediate area. Like, I like having nothing around because every single thing is like a problem to me, right? But what's happened is that, you know, like all these things, like my mom has just had so many things and so much stuff that it was hard to get rid of all of it. And any efforts that I would take or try to push towards like getting it clean
sentimental
or
clean is
improving things at all.
So clean. He's sentimentally attached, isn't it? He's clearly sentimentally attached to the house and the memories of it, for sure.
Like for a long time, I was afraid
nothing
to
wrong
do it
with that, I
because
don't
of COVID at the time, because she refused to get the vaccine, so I couldn't have anybody come into the house and do anything because, like, well, I mean, they can't. Like, I'd be putting her at risk, and then before that, we didn't have the money for it, and so there was never really an opportunity that I really had to be able to do this because. Like, I told her, I was like, you know, I'll do anything you want, right? You want me to do, like, a fucking, like, a walk-in a bathtub? Like, I'll do anything, but she just didn't really want to deal with it. And she also never wanted people to come in the house. It was a pretty big issue, right? And, like, it's hard to know, like, what the right decision is or what not to do or whatever. But, yeah, it sucks, right? It does. It sucks. But that's pretty much the reason why it was like that or whatever. I don't think you're a hoarder. You're just lazy. Yeah, definitely. You're here for your change because you went bald early. Now you're trying to hold on to everything. You're scared to lose stuff. Yeah, bro. Like, don't cut your hair. It'll never come back. No, I mean, obviously, like, I don't really like change. I like things the way they are, for sure. But at the same time, I think that there's a point where it's unreasonable. And I think that we've gotten to that point pretty easily. And
With
so I'm
stuff like
hoping
that.
that after, you know, all this is over,
Yeah.
I'll be able to get things cleaned up and fixed it, right?
We'll
Did
see
you
in
find a dead animal? No. It was built
Didn't
through
after
FDA. It's a
all
very
of that.
restricted process to remove it professionally. It's also monitored by the government during the process. It needs to be removed by vetted workers individually. Also, note asbestos can linger in the air for 10 years. I mean, I don't know really what to say at that point, right? If asbestos is like in the air for 10 years, what do they have to like burn down the house? Like I have no idea.
What happens?
So I'm not sure what's gonna happen or whatever. You can still live in the same house, just a more modern version with the original charm. It's more safer and convenient. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. And like for example, like my sink doesn't work. There's one of the bathtubs and bathrooms doesn't work. There's like all kinds of things that are wrong with the house. Like I just, you know, I grew up at this house and like my mom never had any money growing up to like really fix a lot of this stuff or any inclination to either. And so it just kind of got worse over the years, and that's pretty much what it was. So
yeah, it's just like
I don't know
neglected.
really what I'm going to do, but like I do think that like this happening, like originally I was just like I blew it off. I was like, okay, well, you know, like you win some, you lose some. But like after people were telling me like what happened to them in like these situations, I decided I was like, this is too much, right? Like
yeah.
I just you know I put myself at too much of a risk, and I'm not going to do that. And so that was about it. Property's big enough. You can buy a tiny house to live in. No, I'm not going to worry about it too much right now.
Bro?
I'm going to, like, there's going to be steps that I'm going to take. I'm going to talk to a professional, and I'm going to have them inform me on, like, the best steps forward, right? Like, I have a number of people I can trust, etc., to do that. And I'm just simply going to
old match
approach
today.
It from that way. Is this happening yesterday? Yes, it did. It happened yesterday. And so that's it. A little peace of mind. You can get a couple of air purifiers until they're done. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I could maybe do that. And you're going to renovate your house when everything's cleaned up? I mean, not entirely, but I'll renovate the places, the parts that are unclean or problematic.
Unworking. Yeah.
Absolutely. So if you're considering getting a new house, well, I covered.
Bro, I don't know. It's hard.
Like, I would only do it
I have
if I was
faith.
moving in with somebody.
It's 1-0.
But like other than that,
anything
like
can happen.
Married,
but
like, other than that, I like living
hard.
here. It's total.
And the Inter match yesterday. Fucking now. That Inter-Barca match yesterday was one of the best semi-finals I'd ever seen, bro. 7-6. Are you crazy? Amazing match.
Totally fine. It's not a big deal.
But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, that's at least the way that I feel about it.
I'm hopeful.
You see a new GTA trailer? Yeah, I did. Did you see
Crazy.
Something Hassan said about Tectone? Yeah, I did. We'll get through all that. But like I wanted to kind of talk about like where I was yesterday, what was going on, etc. Have you noticed termites? No, I haven't. I didn't notice a single termite. To be honest with you, I was kind of surprised by that. Are you good for now? Yeah, for now. And hopefully it stays the same. But yeah. What about the pipes? Oh, they're fucked too. And it'll
should just get it all checked, make sure everything is sound. If not, get the work that needs to be done. If he's adamant in staying in the house that he grew up in, which I understand, I can get it. I get it. Although maybe I would have done something different. Mine's a flat. It's not a house, so it would have been a flat. Nah. The moment I would have got money, I would have gone out. But yeah, with him, and I think his sentimental thing with his mum, and then his mum dying and stuff like that. That's why he's unwilling to let go of the house. He literally said it himself. He can move out, get a mansion himself, but he doesn't want to do that. He can't let go of it. So if he's adamant on staying, then make it sick. Like, not make it sick, then all right, he's not one of them people. All right, cool. Then make it structurally sound at the very least. Make it structurally sound, and then hire a maid. He said something about cleaning service. So yeah, get a cleaning service, and then that's it. It'll fix up his mind. I think it'll be a good benefit. It'll be a good benefit. Yeah, what a great game, man. Europe's had some good matches this year. Yeah, it's been fucking amazing, bruv. It's been crazy.
It'll probably cost me, I'm just going to say it, it'll probably cost me over $100,000 to get everything done.
Yeah.
Like, I would not be surprised if it costed that much. It was going to be an insane amount of money. Yeah. Just because of how many things are wrong. Like, I probably have to rebuild that more. You could be right. I mean, I have some things done, like the siding on the house is done all the way. But yeah, if it takes more, then it takes more, right? That's it. I mean, it's my home, and so I'm going to have to do it, right?
That's right. If he's adamant on staying and yeah, that's his home, do it, my bro, yeah. Do it. You get peace of mind. What's he going to do now? Walk around, creeping around the house thinking he's going to collapse through some, that's not a way to live. It's hilarious to think about, but,
But I'm not going to clean up everything. I'm just going to clean up the stuff that's, like, actively dangerous, right? And things that are, like, very inconvenient. But, yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah,
and that's why I wasn't on yesterday.
And it's English team. And I'd rather United win. If it's United or Tottenham, I've said it. I'd rather United win. If Tottenham win, bro, I'll never hear the end of it from my Tottenham friends. Yeah, I think you could win it. And then that'll make your season decent. After all of that bullshit. 14th and that. It'll turn out to, this is a good season after all. They probably could do it. But if it's Tottenham and United, is it Tottenham and United? Is Tottenham through to the final? Bro, nightmare if Tottenham win it.
And
Headache.
man, what a fucking day.
Can I see?
What a fucking day. Yeah, Mudahar responded, and yeah, looks like we're probably gonna be cleaning shit up, man. And
Yeah,
I'm a little bit
100%.
surprised. I'm actually quite surprised. But you dropped your gay card? No, I didn't.
He's gay.
Wait,
Nah, I'm joking.
wait,
It's
what?
true.
No, guys, come on.
That's hilarious.
And, stream it. Yeah,
That
we'll
is
see what
hilarious.
happens. I got him. And I am gonna get that done. It's in the process of being done now. It's not gonna happen immediately.
Thursday
but
we'll
it'll take a
know.
little
I keep thinking it's before Champions League, but it's after.
bit of time, and then we'll get into it. Cleaning the whole house or just the new mess. I am going to. I can just make like a little short list, okay? House problems. Sink doesn't work. Hole in the door that rats get in from.
Fuck.
Hole in the pantry.
It's not the pantry. That's how the mice are getting in, the rats are getting in. They're getting hench.
That rats get in from.
Fuck.
Hole
Get
in
into.
the ceiling because the light fixture fell down.
For fuck's sake.
Let's see.
tomorrow,
Bathroom
Thursday.
broken. Let's see. Besides that, okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. Garage door destroyed. Garage door
Patch
broken.
notes.
Wasps get in. I think those are like kind of some of the big ones, right?
You know, the hole you literally just fell through.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's really problematic
Piping system.
as well. Pan interior. Oh yeah, mold in the bathroom. Okay. Let's see. Besides that, that's not really big. Oh yeah, the roof. Wall. Oh yeah. Hole in my mom's room with water damage. Yeah, I forgot about that one. That was another one.
I wonder if maybe he keeps the mum's room the same, innit? Preserved. That's quite deadly.
And
It ain't deadly. It's up to him to do whatever you want, man. If that's how it feels comfortable, then do that.
yeah, the new hole
Mad.
from yesterday, obviously.
The porch probably changed the whole porch.
Kitchen cabinet. Oh yeah, kitchen cabinets are rotten, decayed. Okay, let's see. House problems. Okay, that's another one. Okay.
So where is he now? You know where he streams from now? What's that then? His bedroom? I thought that was the attic.
Okay, besides that, I'm just trying to think. Carpet. Oh yeah, carpet. Carpet is rotten and waterlogged.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, there's definitely that. I forgot about that.
fuck. There's
Oh
a lot
yeah,
of stuff.
all walls are yellow from smoke. Okay.
Years of smoke.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. I think that's pretty much. Those are the main ones, right? Need a new paint job? Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there any new issues? That's pretty much a good start, right? Is the foundation good? Yeah, foundation's fine. It's not an issue. And outside the house, outside the house is pretty much all cleaned up. It's fine. I had to get all that done for his inspector came out. There's like a whole situation a while ago. And let's see, new pipes. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
well,
all of that. Well, new plumbing system.
I think that like there's something that
I see you. I've done a couple myself. They've been doing decent.
this is probably a good start. Oh yeah, hole in the wall from when Zach tried to do a front flip onto the bed and
See, I think a lot of the stuff with Asman and the way he keeps the things preserved as they are, even as bad as they are, is sentimental to him. Each of them, I think, maybe have a little memory attached to him, and when he looks at them, he gets a good feeling. Maybe I don't know. I'm just speculating, but maybe it seems like that to me.
and kicked the hole in the wall. There's definitely that, but we just put a blanket over that, so that's not really a big issue. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Just put a blanket over that.
But yeah, a little bit, a few of these things, right? These would be the ones that I would start with. Okay, just move, bro.
And the thing is, he'll just end up finding more.
The oven works. Yeah, the oven does work. You're on speaker. What did I forget something?
Huh?
Well, you're on speaker. What did I forget something?
Yeah, you remember when I punched a hole in the wall when you were a little kid?
That's right.
His dad calls him up. Remember when I punched a hole in the wall? Don't forget that.
Right. Yep. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even Tasman trying them out. Yeah, man. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Put the door back on your bathroom. On your bedroom, I mean, the front bedroom.
No, I have that. That's good. The door's fine.
That's hilarious,
Is
bro.
it on?
Yeah.
In your room, in that front room?
Yeah. No, I did that. I was like 15, 16.
His dad's actually a legend. It bells him every now and then. His dad watching him. His dad watching him and checking him. If he makes a mistake, his dad bells him and goes, nah. Man. He's hilarious.
Okay.
Legend.
There's the fact that your bathroom and your mom's bathroom are shitholes.
Shitholes.
Be redone.
Mold in the bathroom. Shitholes.
That.
Yeah.
Well, that's not only the mold, but the.
Well, that's
toilet.
his guess.
He's looking at the stream. Not only the mold.
You didn't get a new toilet. You know, you need a new toilet. That's a shithole.
Well, that's what they all are.
You need a new toilet.
But yeah,
I know that's why they need to be replaced.
It's a shithole.
right. Yeah, for sure.
Dad's just exposing the truth.
Yeah, well, that's the thing to add. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Did you want me to call Matt about?
No. I got Let me call you after I go live, and I've got an update for you on it. But 'cause I did it this morning.
Oh, okay.
It's hilarious, the boy.
Let me check on these guys first before they do the work.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, thanks, and
that's funny, bro.
I'll talk to you later.
I'm sure to think of something else,
Right.
but that'll do for now.
Okay. All right. Yo. Bye.
Yo, bye-bye.
Okay. Yeah. So there were a couple of things I did forget about, but for the most part.
Yo, bye-bye. They always say that. It's very strange. I've always found that weird. Yo, bye. They always both say that. It just must be something that's just how they do it. Yo, bye.
That was about it. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. And hopefully we'll get a lot of this done. You should spend a little money. I'm going to. I'm gonna do it. It's not gonna be a big deal. It's not gonna be a problem.
Spend the money. Spend it.
Ooh.
Damn. But yeah, it's good to see. Not the hole. Well, the hole was kind of funny. This is hilarious.
Listen
There.
to me. Yes.
They
Shut
found the
that
tweets.
goddamn thing off. I don't care what you do. You get all that stuff off of there. It's nice.
I'm working on it.
Go work on it. Until you realize. Do you realize something? Let me tell you. If the health department of Austin, Texas sees those tweets that you put on the damn internet, they could condemn our house and we would have to move out of it. You go get that goddamn stuff off of there and fast.
I'm working on it. I was making a YouTube. It gave me a pizza. Everybody, get the images off of the internet. It's out of my control.
Oh, you get
It's
them
out of my control.
It's out of my control. I don't know where to go.
I'll be up all night with you if I have to. You won't get any sleep.
I'm working on it.
I don't want to get kicked out of my house by the health department. And what you just did was stick a knife in our back and kill us. Get that stuff off of there.
So yeah, please get everything off of the internet now, down. Hearst the draws. Hey, Starpa, yes.
What the fuck? Yo, that was fucking hilarious.